Alright folks, and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be talking to you about the band Breaking Benjamin. Now, Breaking Benjamin had a new album drop last week, June 23rd, called Dark Before Dawn. Now, I wanted to review the album, but I didn't want to put it out day one like a lot of reviewers do. Because, you know, when a band's away for a long time and they don't release material, you listen to it and some fans even go as far to say it's their best work just because they're so hyped and excited about the new content. Now, I thought this was a bad idea and I am against this, so I decided I'd wait about a week to release this. I've listened to the album in all environments, listened to it in the car stereo, on the home stereo downstairs and on the headphones. And I have to say, there's a reason why the front cover of this album is golden yellow, because the album is fucking golden. Not only are the band Breaking Benjamin, they're also breaking fucking record sales, set to be one of the hottest releases this year. An hour after the album being available to be pre-ordered on iTunes, it got #1 and it's topping some of the charts. The Dark Before Dawn album being the follow-up to 2009's Dear Agony, not having a Breaking Benjamin album in 6 years, an awful long time for any fan. Breaking Benjamin came back as a quintet instead of a four-piece. Benjamin Burnley had stated previously that everyone in the band now was hand-picked deliberately. So, you know, he's got a good solid lineup behind him. He also said that the album was 95% written before the new lineup even played together. Alongside these members we had Jason Rauch on guitar, who was Dear Agony's co-writer, Keith Wallen on guitar and backing vocals, Aaron Bunch, bass and backing vocals, and Sean Foist on the drums. I do have to say, you know, when you look at bands and, you know, they take breaks and hiatuses and stuff, a lot of the time when they take a long time off, it doesn't work out right. Breaking Benjamin are a prime example for a band that actually do this right. Dark Before Dawn was the album that Breaking Benjamin realistically had to make. Needed an album that literally screams out a nostalgia trip of all the separate albums, like the likes of We Are Not Alone, Saturate, you know, Phobia and Dear Agony, because there is songs on this album that do nod the head in the direction of the previous albums. The album does have a lot of dynamical rage in it. There's soft songs and there is heavy songs, but most of the time it follows the Breaking Benjamin formula, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, because this is basically what they had to do. They had to give the fans reassurance that they were back and they weren't going to stray away from the definitive Breaking Benjamin sound. Now, there is a couple of curveballs in the album, like the likes of the track Ashes of Eden, where Burnley takes a different approach to his vocals. It's almost very personal, you know, you feel and you hear every lyric, and it's very honest and transparent. It's definitely one of them songs for this band that could definitely cross over. You know, it could be on, you know, a alternative metal station, or it could be on a, you know, classic rock kind of station. It is one of them tracks that could cross over very easily, you know. But as far as the other tracks in the album go, you have soft and very melodic bits in parts, and then you have very hard-hitting and heavy parts as well. So that's always good to see. With regards to the singles that have been released, Angels Fall, great song. Failure, absolutely brilliant song. Great chorus, powerful chorus, long-lasting. Like I said, I've been listening to this album for a week and some of the lyrics I can't get out of my head. Great members all round. I watched two of the live concerts, Rock on the Range and the live in the Egyptian Room, and, you know, they are playing great, probably better live than they ever have been before. I was looking at Cover Killer Nation's video, where he talked about where he had actually seen the band with the new lineup and saying, you know, that they were phenomenal live, and I went out of my way to check out the concerts, and I have to say I am very, very impressed with this effort of Breaking Benjamin. One thing I would like to say, I would have liked to have seen more curveballs in there. Definitely with the new members, I would like to hear more flavour with them. But like I said, Breaking Benjamin's main thing they had to do with this album was to show bands that they weren't going to stray away from their normal sound, Breaking Benjamin template, if you'd like. So, yeah, definitely the next album I'll be very excited with to see how they grow as a collective. But Dark Before Dawn, for me, fantastic album all around. There's 12 tracks on the album normally, like without bonus tracks and stuff like that, and two of the tracks, obviously Dark being the first track and Dawn being the last track, the 12th track. There's no vocals on them, they're solely instrumental. So we've got basically 10 full songs, with everything incorporated. And they're all pretty strong. There is one or two that maybe wouldn't stand out for me as much as the rest of them, but as far as everything goes, everything sounds solid. It's definitely the album that Breaking Benjamin had to make, like I said before. It's pleased the fans, it's topping charts, it's kicking ass. The likes of Sean Foist, me being a drummer myself, some of the drum lines that were written for this record are fantastic. They've inspired me to go back into the practice room and get on the kit. And heck, the guy, he plays Evan Skins, he plays Vic Thurf drumsticks, and he also plays Zildjian cymbals. So, the only thing that I could maybe disagree with him with is he plays Tama and I play Mapex Saturn. But aside from that, I can forgive him for that, for writing some fucking epic drum pieces that have made me want to get in the practice room and practice more and obviously learn some of the tunes. With me talking about Sean Foist in the video earlier, basically he was picked when Burnley had seen his videos on YouTube. He had a little YouTube channel, and going back to 2007, he covered Breath by Breaking Benjamin, being one of my favourite tracks off Phobia, and favourite tracks of Breaking Benjamin, in its entirety. And basically he absolutely nailed it then, and Burnley had seen this, and he got a call from one of the producers that had worked with Breaking Benjamin that also worked with him in his previous band, and Burnley asked him to record 3 covers of Breaking Benjamin songs, put them up on YouTube, and for him to be sitting in his house and in his garage playing and covering these songs and then becoming the official drummer of the band, he reached the end goal, and I have to say I'm very glad he did, because absolutely phenomenal drummer. Listening back to the CD, I definitely want to learn some of his lines, Personal favourites of mine off the album would have to be Failure, Close to Heaven, Angels Fall, Hollow, and Ashes of Eden. Personally, I would just say Bury Me Alive is the kind of track I'm a wee bit iffy on. Everything else is solid, powerful choruses, good lyrics, great players all around, great playing, solid album. Definitely a Breaking Benjamin album, you put it in the CD player and you spin it and you know it's Breaking Benjamin straight away. Great job by Burnley, he recorded the album in his personal studio and produced it himself, so definitely good job by him, So I would give Dark Before Dawn 9 out of 10. The only reason I wouldn't give it 10 is because of the idea that I would like to see more curveballs. I would have liked to have seen more input from the new members and the new lineup, but then again, with the album being 95% written before they even got together and played a single note together, nothing really you can do about that. Fantastic album. Definitely one of the stronger albums in the band's discography. For me, I would say We Are Not Alone would be my favourite, tied with this new album at the minute. I can't decide which one I prefer more. Mainly because Dark Before Dawn is growing on me more and more every day, and the likes of We Are Not Alone, having such definitive Breaking Benjamin classics like So Cold and Breakdown and stuff like that, I've just grown up with them tracks, and I'm gonna have to see how Dark Before Dawn fares out, in the years to come. But brilliant effort, great album. Go check it out on YouTube, buy the CD, just listen to it. It's a great album. It's a must-have for any Breaking Benjamin fan, and for people that are maybe new to the band, it wouldn't be a bad record to start off with and get the feel for what they're about, because it does hold true to their definitive sound, and I have to say I'm glad that I picked it up. So that's going to wrap up my review on the Dark Before Dawn album, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please like it. If you really like my content, please subscribe to my channel. It helps me out an awful lot. You can follow me anytime on Twitter and Facebook at For The Banter NI. Until next time, my friends, goodbye.